Why did everyone go away? Oh,
No,
okay,
and
there
we're
we are.
back.
I was like, where are we?
Gosh.
Out of the green room onto the stage. This thing's
Rabah,
cool,
you
Jess. Did I break it? I did it right,
is.
yeah?
Yep.
Or did I break it?
You
Okay,
might
amazing.
see a live preview tab or window. That's what's actually going out live
Being
now.
broadcasted.
Yeah, so you could probably go to Dara, Barry's, TripleWhale, or the Adtopsy page and find the link to the live right now and
Yep.
use that if you wanted to promote it.
Am I live?
So for those of you who have joined us live, we are going to be starting the show in 5 minutes, but be sure to communicate with us in the chat to let you know that you're here and where you're coming from.
Awesome.
This is
Yeah,
amazing.
this countdown is like epic. Way too long.
It's a countdown to the countdown.
I know. There's like a
Everyone
double
loves it.
It's
countdown.
the first countdown. Do-do-do-do.
It's a countdown to a countdown. That's amazing.
Maybe Barry should start doing the Adtopsy songs because that was good, Barry.
Yeah, you do need
Thank
some
you.
green bean music, or you need to lay down like a soundtrack for us, Jess. It's just like that awkward. You ever been to a restaurant where they don't have like that just kind of filler music where it's just enough? It's
Yeah.
really awkward.
Yep.
Well, Nicole, why don't you see what you can do? Toss something in there.
Oh, Brett's here. Hi, Brett. He's from Portland, Oregon. I love Portland, Oregon.
The magic.
Well, all right.
Oh my gosh, we are going magic school bus. Let's go.
Right? Just hold up your shirt.
Let's
It's
go.
like going through the
Oh my
intestines
gosh.
for
Oh
fire
my gosh,
team.
Rabah. Wow.
I double dipped.
Oh, wait,
I
you have the jacket? You got a
Yeah.
jacket? Wow.
Of course.
I can't
Jess.
believe you
We're like this.
wear it.
Um,
I can't believe you're wearing it.
I can't believe you wear it. That's what Mary said.
Candidly, it's the first time I wore it, but it's a
Yeah.
very good occasion to wear it.
That's one of the coolest / dumbest things, Jess, I've ever seen you do.
It's
and
so
that's
amazing.
a
It's
compliment
so-
and insult at the same time. I don't know how else to say it.
Oh, I got to
I-
tweet this out. I'm
Like
I'm
I
being bad
simultaneously am jealous and I want one, and I really want you to never ever send me one of those. Like,
Yeah, because then you have to actually wear it, Barry.
I
don't want one
to wear
either.
that, yeah.
No, thank you.
But I also love it.
There's a lot
What
of
up,
people
Hannah?
here. Hi, everybody. Oh, and I figured out, I'm pretty sure that Matthew Gattosi is the ballerina, right, Matt?
Yeah.
Yes! He probably loves that I said that because I'm a theater kid and we bonded over that.
That's awesome. Yeah. Loving this hat, Rabah. Like, that's a good one. That's a
You want one?
real good one. I could
It's
probably
strong.
use one of those. Yeah.
Five panel. I have when you come next week. I'll grab you
It's
one.
subtle. I like that it's subtle. It kind of looks like almost like a baseball team. It actually looks like the Whalers, the hockey team. I
Yeah,
love it.
isn't it? Yeah, it's crazy.
It's
We have
subtle.
before we had merch, I would proxy my merch with that. But thank you.
Nice.
Philippines, worldwide.
There's fun people here. It's so exciting. Somebody from London. I'm like fangirling.
Oh, God.
I'm so excited.
I forgot to tweet or post this anywhere.
I know.
guess it's
Oh,
That's
I
what I'm doing right now. I forgot.
Got to put it in the Foxwell channel. Jess, you make sure you put it in the TripleWhale Slack.
I did.
All
Well,
right.
now we're really on the real countdown, which
We're
is
cooking.
2 minutes long.
Oh, there's a fake and a. I thought that was a joke. This is
No,
amazing.
it's not a joke,
Where's-
Rabah.
where's the
There's
countdown?
multiple countdowns just because
Oh my gosh,
for our enjoyment, I guess.
such a ride! I love it.
So this one we're doing 3 Adtopsy challenges, and normally they are our sort of longest segment. So we're going to be rocking and rolling here.
I thought you were going to
Chilling.
say 3 countdowns.
Amazing.
Yeah, I'm just ready for Jess's Adtopsy voice. That's my favorite part of the whole
Oh,
thing.
goodness.
That's my least favorite part.
It's good.
Yeah, we have an 8-slide intro this time, so
That's
get ready
many.
for that as well.
That's 7 too many.
It grows. The show just organically grows. It's like a weed.
Oh my god.
This is a 4-hour. We're doing 4 hours here, right?
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is
this is,
we're out.
this is
Gosh.
Rogan's special, right?
Robert, do you have a hard stop?
Nah, I can rock it. Usually, I don't take any meetings on Fridays, but
Wow. Must be nice
I
to be
haven't been.
CMO.
Big league. You see that little humble brag big league in there?
Meanwhile, he's still
let the
here.
people
He,
know.
like this, as if this isn't like a thing that he has to do.
I have actually been way better about texting back though. I was like, I don't know, that Double D's pretty bad. Dara's in my caliber of ghosting. She's pretty good. She's pretty
Okay. Yeah, I am.
good. You think I'm worse?
1 minute.
You're
We're live. Are we live? No.
Yeah, go ahead,
We've
defame
been
me
live.
on live.
This is countdown number 2. Can we do an all countdown
It's just
episode?
Whaley's regret.
Yeah.
I wanted to be out here and you didn't want to come.
Countdown
Jess,
now.
I'd like for us to next week maybe do an all countdown. Maybe for New Year's we do an all countdown.
All
episode,
countdown
the entire-
and all
T
jingles.
minus 40
Yeah.
seconds.
Only the hits.
We're gonna come out with an album.
Ooh. Well, we are the fire team.
T minus 30 seconds.
I want to come up with a Fire Team musical. Just saying. That's the next project.
Start your own agency, I guess.
T minus
Oh,
20
all right.
seconds.
Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Really? I have like 23 seconds.
Yeah,
still on
I see
that.
11.
I see 11.
Everybody see a countdown.
7.
Oh, I was looking at my channel though.
In the live preview.
4.
Yeah.
3.
Bravo.
2.
All right,
One.
Nicole,
Zero.
kick that music.
Where is it?
I'm just waiting.
There we go.
It's a good tune. It's a good
That's so
vibe.
good. It's a Stranger Things vibes.
Welcome everyone to another episode of Adtopsy Live. We have the all-stars here. This is going to be the home run derby of Adtopsy. You're going to love it. It is starring myself, Jess Bachman, as Whaley nominated merch designer.
Wow.
Also starring Dara Denny as so close to 30K subs on YouTube. Also starring Rachel Jackson as Media Buyer's Remorse.
That's my drag name.
Also starring Barry Hott as possible Whaley's speaker. It's very unclear.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
Oh, I thought I was going to be there as not nominated for merch
You
category.
also are not on the website. So
I'm on the website now.
Barry's on the
you
website.
I'm on the
are?
website. Yeah.
Wow. Upgrade.
Also
Whaley's.
starring Aaron Elliott as 2 in a row Adtopsy Challenge winner.
Cheater.
You're the best.
And our very special guest, Rabah Rahil, as smart, talented, and handsome Whaley's Award administrator. Welcome, Rabah.
Wow, what a title, Rabah.
I know. What a gracious intro. It's for the double. It's the double swag. I get more love.
The show is produced live by Nicole Valadarius, also known as affiliate queen of Social Snowball. And lastly, starring the chat as the unsung heroes of Adtopsy Live. Chat, let us know where you're at. Already firing, rocking very hard.
A lot of comments.
Yeah.
The real
exciting.
MVP. Albert.
All right.
I got a beard shout out, or maybe Rabah did. Someone got a, or maybe
Someone got a
Jess.
beard
We got a lot
shout
of beards. Maybe
No,
it was
it's
Rachel's
definitely not
beard. I
Jess.
don't know.
Definitely not.
So we have a really packed show here. We have 3 Adtopsy challenges. It is certainly one of the crowd favorites, and so we have a triple header. Dara brought an ad. Barry brought an ad. Rachel brought an ad. So we're gonna see how we do, and also involve the chat can also vote now in the Adtopsy Challenge League. So it's gonna be one hell of a time. Let's sort of just get started. I'm just going to share my screen. Give me a minute.
Drum roll.
Oh, we need
there's
some
like
filler music, some bumpers.
Yeah, right. It's not a good vibe. We need like a drum roll or something here. Ooh.
Oh!
Producer, just on it. Just on it.
The production
you.
value here. Oh my goodness.
We're gonna have to pay for the rights
Pros,
to that
people.
drum roll.
These are pros.
Yeah.
Take
this
notes, Rabah.
I'm trying. I know. I
is the
need
real
to
deal.
definitely-
Don't copy us, Rabah.
Dude, the branding is so. Oh, I love the branding. Any kind of
Can you,
synth or 80s.
you can see my screen, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sure can.
All right. Just a quick public service announcement. If you see these these sort of fake Adtopsy shows out there on the YouTubes, they're really just knockoffs. So please report them if you see them as content creators. It really helps us if you report this stuff, particularly Adtopsy, which is one of the most sort of egregious versions of that. But like and subscribe to the real one, which you're actually watching
Am I like
right now.
on the bottom right and I'm like 65? What happened?
Have we had our lawyers reach out to these people yet? Because like we need to get this shut down immediately.
Yeah.
I am enraged.
We're
It's like
working on
an AI made Adtopsy.
It is like that.
Crazy.
That's so weird. It's just like that.
The wish.com Adtopsy.
Yep. So getting right into the first one, we do have a new jingle.
Nude?
Nicole,
A nude jingle.
a new. There it is.
It's the Adtopsy Challenge triple header. Back to back to back to see who's better. An Adtopsy original jingle.
Really?
Wow.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I really
Oh
like
my
that.
God.
Picking out all the
back
stops.
business.
Wait, can you play it again? That was
Yeah,
so
one more
good.
time.
Yeah, this is first rate.
Please.
It's the Adtopsy Challenge triple header.
Wow.
Back to back to see who's better. An Adtopsy original jingle.
Wow.
Back to back to back. Love it.
We go 200% here.
We
Oh,
really
man,
do.
I'm gonna have to make new Whaley's categories. This is sensational.
Yeah, we were snubbed for. I don't want to.
Don't
You
talk about
sponsor this
talk
this
about
show.
Yeah.
The Whaley's are independent function.
Still
It's
sore.
just it's the
Still raw
soul, the
nerve.
soul of the people. You guys should have got nominated. It's not my fault.
We
Really
were.
should've. Somebody nominate us after this, would you?
We nominated. We were nominated. But it's okay.
So Adtopsy Challenge League, these have been updated. Barry, everyone loves a comeback story, is what I have to say. So don't worry about it. Everyone's rooting for
I'm
you.
a real underdog. I'm a real underdog here.
Wait, Jess. I think you might want to explain what the Adtopsy Challenge is for any new folks.
Oh.
So the Adtopsy Challenge, we present 2 ads and then we vote on the winner before we know what it is. It includes us guests and it also includes everyone who votes in the chat and is then pushed through to the live stream. So get in there in the chat if you think you have the answer and we'll see how you do, at least against Barry and some of the other people.
Well, that's a low bar. How about against me? 'Cause I'm the winner.
Ooh.
So, Dara, you brought these first 2 ads. Do you want to just give a little context about, I don't know, the brand or what's going on here?
Yeah, so we work with this brand, ISSA. They do personal training certifications, and both of these ads were made by creators that we sourced, we collaborated with. So it was like a full thesis production, which was really dope. Yeah, and that's all I'm really gonna say because I'm excited to see, what you guys think. So let's do this.
So the first ad, I'm going to play it. Fingers crossed the audio works here. Guess let me know if you don't hear anything. Here we go.
You don't have to be stuck at a job that you hate, that you don't want to go, or work for a company that doesn't care about you.
ISSA changed my life, to say the least. Not only am I able to pursue my dreams and passions, but I'm also able to help people along the way, which is such an incredible feeling.
I just like seeing people change and develop and grow. So that's why I always wanted to be a personal trainer.
I love this organization. Everything that I've learned throughout my college degree in exercise science, I've relearned and been reacquainted with through the ISSA.
Something important to note, actually, these were TikTok ads, not Facebook ads.
Okay.
Interesting.
And Dara, I'm just curious, are you looking at like ROAS or is it like signups or what's the metric of success here?
So what we are looking at is ultimately cost per registration. But something interesting to note is that the back end ROI on our on TikTok is actually better a lot of times than what we see on Facebook. So it's been one of our bigger TikTok success stories.
Okay. And then here is ad number 2.
Would you believe me if I told you that I became a certified personal trainer in only 10 weeks? In this program, you'll learn how to motivate anyone to make their fitness goals a reality. You'll learn the details of how diet and exercise work together from the comfort of your own home. If you just spend 1 hour a day studying, the course can be completed in as little as 10 weeks. It's open book and it's not timed, and free retests are available. My favorite part about the ISSA is that you set your own schedule and it's flexible hours. With the ISSA, your new career could begin today.
Oh man,
Barry's sweating. Barry is.
I can't lose another one. This is.
Yeah, I really don't know. This is going to be a tough one.
If you have a suggestion in the chat, Barry is dying to hear what you have to say. Please put it
With
in
the
there.
lifeline, chat lifeline.
Yeah, quick, send me some DMs.
Do all of us think we have a sense of which one it is? The ad one or ad two?
I have a gut response. I have a gut feeling. So I'm just going to go.
I have a gut feeling.
I just want to see a little bit of one again, real quick.
Sure.
You don't have to be stuck at a job that you hate,
Thank you.
that you don't want to go or work for.
Do you want to see two again? We good?
Sure. Play the hook too. Sure.
Would you believe me if I told you that I became a certified personal trainer in only 10 weeks? In this
All right, I'm gonna count to 3. So chat, keep rolling them in. I'm gonna count to 3, and then you're gonna put up 1 finger for this first ad, or 2 fingers for the second ad. You ready?
Ready.
1, 2, 3.
Ooh.
Split room
Room.
again.
Come on, baby.
Now, before we get to the answers, Rachel or Barry, do you want to defend ad number 2 here?
I have something to say based off of last week's experience.
Shout out to last week's episode. Go, everyone,
last week's
pause this and go back and watch last week's
Because
episode. We'll wait.
I think it's super relevant. To me, I'm seeing it's very similar experience where we had an ad that was content heavy and kind of maybe a little bit more emotional. And then we had an ad that was clear, product benefits, information, etc.
True.
So that's something we've actually been talking about a lot at Fireteam this whole week is like clarity in messaging. And I'm not sure if like the second ad had like the best hook in the world, but what it did have is an extremely clear explanation of the product. And I thought, that to me, let's go for that one.
I'm going. Sorry, go ahead, Jess.
There's just one line in here where I thought was very interesting, where he said it was like open book and you could retest it as well. And I was like, oh man, that's getting a certain type of person in there. But yeah, that could work.
All this hard work from the comfort of your own home. Very
that for me, the ad one, I don't know. I lost interest quickly. So I'm just kind of a little gut there. I didn't find the hook that strong, and then combined with like stuff that I kind of just lost interest. The thing I do like about it over 2 is that it's multiple POVs, so a lot of different people could find ways to relate to it. I always like a compilation like that. I really do favor those, but I think I also in a lot of different ways prefer a single POV perspective, like I see in number 2, and. The hook shows the guy's abs right off the bat. Let me get that hook again. Nice. Yeah.
I don't know, but number one has this woman in a crazy contraption. Which that's really interesting.
Yeah, they're both good. Yeah,
good
sure.
hooks.
Yeah, they're both interesting. I got nothing wrong with either of them in that way. But I went with 2. I kind of like this. I kind of just kept my attention more, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. But.
I say I like the second one because there's multiple people. Men, I think you need to see
the first one.
The first one, yeah. Men and women, different sizes and shapes of people. And this is a great hook. You don't have to be stuck in a job that you hate. Very emotional. Her testimony is very emotional as well. Did not get emotions from this guy. He was obvious and matter of fact, but the line about like, you gonna like almost cheat or whatever kind of turned me off a little bit. Rob, any thoughts before we get to the answer?
No, I mean, I think you guys nailed all the big theses that I had in the sense of I think the relatability is really important, especially for people that are going for this. I also these are going to the same lander, right? Because I think that
same
would
lander.
also same lander. Because I think that the guy ad could be compelling for a certain segment that it might do well in certain verticals for people that are wanting to, particularly young men that are wanting to do something with their life and like this is an aspirational character. But if I'm like whatever, not that person, this is instantly like it can be kind of out that like unrelatable without you, like you don't care about what the Queen of England or RIP, but like somebody that you don't relate to, you don't really care about, and it's hard to make an emotional connection because you don't know what it's like. And so all these other people, like Barry said, there's a lot easier, like the cognitive dissonance is way less because you can kind of relate, like, my job does suck. Man, no, my employer, I'm just a cog in the wheel, blah, 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 blah. And it has nothing to do with it. So for me, that's where my thesis lands. Second could be more impactful in a smaller vertical, but the first one, I would run more money around broad on it.
Ready for the
Yep, and the chat is
must be wrong because you got really excited.
50-52, so
Yeah,
let's hear it.
Okay, so ad 1 is the winner by a long shot. Actually, I'd say that ad number 1. It's
Can we get a sad tuba for my friend Barry?
Barry. Oh,
wow,
tough luck, man.
That's so good.
Something that we realized with this client particularly, and I saw a lot of people commenting on it, was the emotional element. And we've actually found that really taking a more emotional hooks were way more powerful than being more direct about what we were selling and what we were doing. And ultimately, that's what's working for this brand. But we did make a concerted effort to try both. We actually did an iteration based off this learning by partnering with influencers that told more of their personal story. And those have also been performing really well. So that's an iteration and learning that we made and took. We do have another storyline with the same guy that was a little bit more personal, and that one did do quite well. So
I'll say that compared to the last episode where it was very matter of fact, because the product was also kind of matter of fact. It was a way to get vitamins or whatever nutrients in your body. And this decision is an emotional, big decision. You're not going to do it because the test is easy. You're going to do it because you need to feel a certain way.
Yeah.
I would also say too, when you have these types of products, the time to value is a lot longer than these other things where it's I have to go through the course, I have to complete the course, and then I have to get a client to actually give me money. But I already gave you all this money. And so versus a consumable where it's I ate it, I'm happy, let's go. The habit loop is really a lot harder to build.
So well done, everyone. Well done, half of the chat. You still have 2 more opportunities here. Get into a quick sponsor segment. Obviously, the Whaleys are going on. Sold out. Isn't that right? Right, Rabah?
We're oversold.
That's awesome.
Oversold. Love it.
It's going to be fun.
Probably because you put Barry's face in the program.
What is TripleWhale? What are the
What is a fire team?
Guys?
What's a fire team, actually?
Everyone knows what TripleWhale is, but what people don't know is this concept of viewer debt. Have you heard about viewer debt? No. Okay. Well,
no, I have
viewer
not.
Debt. Dara, you may have heard of this. It's this concept of as creators, we put all this content, we put a lot of effort and work into it, and it's for free, and people consume it for free, and viewers build up this viewer debt that they have to the creator, which they could pay back in likes and subs and stuff like that. So what I want to do here is I want to cancel all of Adtopsy's viewer debt by just taking a few simple steps. One is to open this in a new tab, TripleWhale.com/vote, and then head over to Best Community, or go through the, answer all the things as you feel fit. But certainly Best Community, I have to throw 100% of my weight through the Foxwell founders. Yeah. It is worth its weight in gold in terms of the people there, the expertise there. Not the largest community. I know there's some other communities out there. There's some newer ones that are 600 e-com founders or whatever, but there's nothing more active and more helpful and more supportive than the Foxwell community.
Amen.
Amen. And then also best merch. I don't even know. I can't even recognize who these other people are. But this one right here, I think it's a clear winner. And just
You gotta
to,
blur that.
you know,
Blur out that shot, Jess. You gotta blur out those other options. Also, just can we call it out, Rabah? Is Make Ugly considered part of Fireteam again? Like it was
I don't know.
at the last.
We'll throw it in there. I don't know. I thought Jess was an independent entity.
It is, but it was previously mistaken by. Never mind.
Oh, look at that! I have that at home, and it's amazing.
We have
so
that.
many
I have
Easter
that
eggs. So many Easter eggs in that one. It's such a good. It's a piece of art.
Yep. And there's Rabah with the other one that you're wearing now, in the candle. And here's some old school merch from back in the day when we first started.
Wow.
We were doing our thing.
I got the
Ooh,
candle.
Dara's got her candle.
Oh, and it's lit.
Oh,
Wow,
yeah.
let's go.
So go vote. Thank you, TripleWhale, for even putting on these type of community events. So fun. Barry is going to be our representative if we win this category. Looking forward to it.
Wait, Jess, you're not going to the Whaleys?
Nope.
Yeah, how did that happen? Why didn't you want to come? You don't want to come hang out?
I do. Can I come?
I'm not sure. I felt like Barry needed some space to shine by himself a little bit, so I
we don't want
to the backseat.
We can't have we're like the president and the vice president. We can't be both on the same plane and building, whatever, in case something happens.
We'll be streaming it live,
move.
So you can keep up with it, but we love you, Jess.
Ooh,
Moving into
wait. Somebody said if Barry gets another one wrong, he's got to trim an inch of his beard off.
Oh,
yes, Barry.
Wow.
I like it.
Aggressive.
It's okay. This is all just a virtual AI beard anyway. This is not real.
But you have to do it like live. You have to cut it off live so we can actually see it.
Okay.
So Barry, why don't you tell us a little bit about this brand that we're about to get into here?
This is the perfect jean. I wear the perfect jean every day.
Wow.
A shared client between me and Dara. They're a thesis client, so I used to work with them. They're an AdCrate client, so now I technically still work with them because I work with AdCrate. So Dara might have some inside info, but I'm gonna bet she doesn't know these two. I don't think you. I could be wrong. But yeah, these are both from AdCrate, adcrate.co, that I'm an advisor of, and both of these did pretty good. One definitely won, but I want to see if you guys can sniff out which one is the actual winner.
Did Fireteam also work with them? Because aren't we part of Barry Hot Enterprises as well? It's like this big conglomerate that I think it's confusing for sure.
Very confusing. Not currently, but maybe someday.
Oh, okay. All right, so here's the first one.
Still wearing those oversized khakis? Stop looking like a tool wearing pants that don't even fit you properly. Time to ditch those khakis and up your game with the perfect jean. They're great quality, super stretchy, and leave plenty of room for your boys. Oh yeah, and the ladies love them too. Head over to their website and grab your pair now.
Wow. Something.
Targeting tools, for sure. Here's ad number 2.
You're not going to buy another pair of jeans after you try these. I've always struggled finding jeans that are comfortable, durable, and look good. Then I finally came across these. They've got GOAT levels of stretch. I can fit anything down there. From orange juice to a bottle of wine to even freaking pineapple. Because why not? Guys, trust me, you'll never want to take these off. Go join thousands of other men and save your balls at theperfectjean.nyc.
I wanted to call out, I also wanted to get a chance to use the same creator. I thought that was fun.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, fun extra thing. 2 different angles, very kind of. I don't know if there's much copied but across them. So from one creator to get that, I thought that was pretty neat.
Yeah.
So Barry, I do know which one was the winner actually because I've been digging in. So I have to unfortunately bow out of this one.
Sorry about that.
Gotta bow
Sorry,
out.
everyone.
All good.
Wow.
Well,
I will. I do know, but I will vote because I need to get a win here.
Okay, that's not how this works, Barry.
So
Sorry.
no one look at Barry because he's going to tell you what it is.
No,
or
I'm
maybe
not.
We don't play
I'm just
baby
kidding.
names
I'm
on
just
this
kidding.
show, okay?
So chat, get your vote in. Ad number 1. or ad number 2. These ads, like whenever I write skits, like for Fire Team, I always get made fun of. But like this is the most over the top stuff that I've seen.
Very.
These were
this
made in
is not
Miami,
even,
right?
This is not even the most over the top stuff in the account. Like not even close. Like they do way more crazy stuff than this.
I think Very Hot needs to be in a Perfect Jean commercial.
I am long overdue to shoot a Perfect Jean ad.
Haven't you been in a Perfect Jean ad?
No,
I have.
Have you
not seen
really?
you in a
Superstar.
Yes.
Send me that. I've never seen
I want
that.
to see it.
Well, if either of these work, I have license to like get absolutely ridiculous in the skit department. So does anyone know, or do we think we have an idea, 1 or 2? Yeah.
Yes.
I see lots of 2s on my side, but a few 1s as well. 1s from smart people.
A lot of people are just confident, though. A lot of people are really confident.
Yeah, people are confident.
I like it.
I'm not confident.
I'm not either.
On three, put up 1 finger for ad number 1 or 2 fingers for ad number 2. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Interesting.
All right. So, Rabah, you chose this first one, as did some people in the chat. What's the reasoning behind this one?
If I'm going to be frank, it was kind of a dealer's choice between bad and bad. I think they're cool. I think it's interesting, but one of the challenges with these types of videos, they're really hard to hit, and then you come up with kind of like this, like trying to be funny-ish, but it doesn't like land perfectly. And just more so in the dialogue. I like the cuts and stuff like that, but just more so in the dialogue, it was like, and then insert hip word here or something. Like it just felt very much like the gif of Steve Buscemi of like, hello, fellow kids. Like, because it's a cool product, and there's like a bunch of cool stuff. And then honestly, the voiceover for the second one is probably the biggest thing that pushed me over. But if I'm going to be honest, I was going 50-50. I thought this was shorter, quicker. Like the pineapple out of the pants is like, a little aggressive. So I don't know, but that's kind of my half-hearted spiel.
Well, I chose number 2 for the pineapple out of the pants.
So I didn't even internalize the pineapple. Like I didn't internalize the second half of the ad, but I just didn't understand. In the first ad, I'm not a man, so I don't really know about men pants, but like, are oversized khakis the continuous problem in the community? I mean, I feel like sweatpants.
Yeah.
They just don't look like a schlub and wear sweatpants. So
there's a group of men who wear khakis, but this is like, you have to be so uncool to watch this and not cringe on the inside. And when you look at it and you're like, yes, I do want to be. Oh my God, those gals love him. I mean, that's amazing. So I don't know. It feels like it was a little bit over the top for me on this one.
Yeah, right. That's why I chose. Well, I chose number 2 because I felt like I could identify more with, or people, like a larger group of people could identify more with the baggy pants issue, or baggy sweatpants issue.
Although I wish at the beginning that it was 2 different colored pants, because you can't tell that he takes baggy pants off.
Yeah, you can't. You can't really.
That's a great point. I didn't catch that either.
Yeah, good call, Aaron. And then it kind of looks like he's just wearing the sweatpants now.
Right.
No, mine was going to give it away, so I can't.
You can't say it, Dara.
I'll say it post.
Okay.
All right. Barry, why don't you let us know if you won or not?
I did win. I knew which one was right, so I got a win in the column for that. So thank you. Are you ready?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. It was ad number 2.
Yeah.
By a good margin. Also, like this one's gotten a nice amount of spend.
So the thing I wanted to say that like I would see as a user that is actually a nod to Jess. I think there's some ad cancer in the hook of number 1, which is it. Honestly, like the kind of geeky oversized khaki thing, it gives me the ick as a user. And I'm like, I don't want to watch it because I'm embarrassed for the creator.
There's a little bit of that though that I think fundamentally, if you can do that, there is a way you can actually leverage that. Because if the ad is making you feel that ick, like that can actually get you to keep watching.
Yeah, but I think that depending, like, this is where I would want to look at the distribution of spend for, like, you know, okay, is it going to like female or is it just going to just male? Because as I know as a woman, I'm seeing that I'm getting the ick, but I know that too, if it's coming from like the male perspective, maybe that ick is like less. But I think ad number one just has a twinge of ad cancer, even though I know it was a good performer. So
I agree with you, Sarah. To me, the ad cancer is the fact that like it is not like when we talked in Jess's presentation on ad cancer about like how scalable the ads are, and you build in the scalability into the ads. That immediately has only like it's only like talking to khaki type nerdy or what I don't even know what it is, but it to me it feels too siloed.
It's talking to the Chino boys.
And it's talking to people who don't get the ick.
Yeah,
Which
and like that
might not be most people.
That guy's not a nerd. Like, I don't believe it. Like,
that's
you're hot, my guy. Like, I know you're just playing a character.
He kind of just looks like a normalish dude who's just wearing khakis.
No,
you know?
he looks like the movies where it's like you're the nerdy girl, but you put your hair down, and all of a sudden you're like you're
Take the glasses
hot to begin
off,
with.
and then
Right.
It's pick me energy for those that know now. So,
I think
he should have just taken his shirt off in the first. Maybe that.
Well, he did.
People.
Well, he did in the second one.
Yeah.
In the second one, he
I
gets
missed
pretty
it.
quickly to this scene, which
Wait, is that the
you know,
same guy?
what guy doesn't want that?
Wow.
Yeah, and I wanted to call out like I think one of the bigger problems is just the relatability of the problem of the first one. I just think the overall khaki problem isn't a good problem to like go after. Like it's not a comfort thing. Like comfort is easier like to go after. So like I don't think that's a great hook.
That's
I really
amazing.
and I don't know. People don't say like
Just catching strays. Nothing wrong with baggy khakis.
Sorry, my guy.
I don't know. If you're gonna lean into khakis, I think you gotta like go full force with like cargo, full
Cargo pants. I agree.
Yeah, and like what do they call them? Like I don't know. They don't even call them khakis. Well, chinos. People call them chino. Like weird stuff.
Yeah, someone just commented they're wearing khaki cargo pants right now. So I'm telling you,
double.
there's an audience for this.
Amazing.
There's an audience for this stuff. You know, it's
I
not,
did-
and it's not us coastal elites. You know,
Nicole said bad day to be a man who wears khakis.
Oh my god, Nicole is on it. She's producing the show and roasting everyone. There's a good comment in here that asks how the winners are determined. Barry, do you have any insight into the performance here? It's just by
spends a
spend.
shitload more. I mean, we're not 1-to-1 A/B testing these. This one spent a significant amount more than the other.
Okay, so
before we get into doing well, sorry, it performed well at scale.
Yeah. There's a lot of people wearing cargo khakis today. We're looking at you.
Just getting wrecked.
Maybe
we should get a perfect jean discount code for
I was gonna say, let's
viewers.
Oh,
we should.
Yeah, definitely go check out the Perfect Jean. I literally wear them every day. They're amazing. Everyone
Wait,
go
do
check
they
them
have women's? Sorry.
I might have to grab some. Yeah.
TBD,
Yeah.
Aaron. It's coming soon.
TBD. All right, you keep me in the loop on that one.
So this next one's pretty quick. I do talk shit about AI and Chat GPT a lot because I think for the most part the output is pretty crap. But I've finally crossed the threshold where I've used AI in something that got to the client, and I just want to go through that process and sort of that that experience.
Did I know
when we
that?
do
that it got through to the client.
Yeah, we
I
presented
hope
it on
so.
Tuesday, Aaron.
Oh, okay. All right. Good. Oh, I see now. Okay.
When we take on a new client, we have this deck where there's a series of pitches and there's like treatments, and we don't make the ad. We're just trying to get approval for the ad, but we do need a comp image here. This is not a video. It's just got a little video button over it, but it does take me time to, like, we'll come up with the concept and we'll come up with the treatment, and then I need to Photoshop some comp thing in there to make it work. And so this time I really sort of leaned into AI, not this one, but here's an example where the treatment is like a kid who is crying because he has sun in his eyes. And usually I'll Google that first to see if I can find something, and sometimes I'll Photoshop it, but I really just used Dolly to create this particular image. The prompt was a toddler in a car seat of a minivan being fussy and crying. The sun is directly in his eyes, still from a phone video. And it did it pretty much on the first shot and saved me a lot of time. Here is another
Jess,
example.
You're very good at the prompt.
Yeah,
That's
the
half
prompt is
battle.
hard.
Yeah. So as soon as you start iterating on this, you do have to get better on the prompts, because sometimes it fails and you have to add more to the prompt. Yeah. Here is one: a 6-year-old in a backpack standing in a playground by himself. There are other kids playing, but not with him. He's looking down and sad. And so,
okay, that's crazy. So that's generated?
Yeah.
Yes.
You just saved like 17 hours on stock photo searching.
Yeah.
Which is like the bane of existence. It's the worst. That's interesting.
If the stock industry does not come out with their own version of this, that whole industry is gone. Like
done.
100% done.
That is interesting.
Some of them don't work. And so there was one where I needed to find a kid who was recreating the scene from Risky Business, the Tom Cruise, where he like slides out in the big shirt. And
of course.
And so it took me a lot of iterations to try and, first of all, I was a little worried about like generating kids in their underwear, like on some program, end up on a list or whatever. So they all have pants.
The real reason
stuff.
he's not coming to the Whaleys, but we'll leave that.
In your prompts.
But it was the prompt that didn't work was a 6-year-old boy dancing in front of a flight of stairs. He's in the living room. He's not facing the camera. He's holding a handheld microphone. He's wearing only an oversized dress shirt. This is contorted because I kept having to change it to get what I want, and I could not get what I want. So I actually I switched to Midjourney, which is a different tool that does things that are a little bit more like artistic and less like their, UGC or something. And so it created this particular image, which gets the vibe across of Tom Cruise in front of the stairs as a toddler. And then the last one. You
wanted a profile image of the stairs, right? Could you have said like profile of stairs so it knows like, because you want the side shot?
Right. Okay. I thought that would have been harder to do though. And so the last treatment was like kids recreating scenes from an NSYNC music video, which was going to be next to impossible to try. In Midjourney, I had this when I was like 5-6-year-olds recreating a scene from NSYNC Bye 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 music video. Not what I wanted here. Definitely not it. And then I just tried a group of kids dancing like a boy band. And this is what I got, which is not good for comps. And so then what I did is I took this still from I took this still from the video, and all I added was the word toddlers, and I got
Creepy.
this. But this wasn't enough because I needed sunglasses, so I just added toddlers with sunglasses, and I have this.
But also, like, if you really zoom up on their faces, it's like.
Yeah, we don't zoom, we don't go too far in there.
It's a little weird.
But when put into the comp, it like fits it perfectly.
Dang.
That's really neat.
It is smart to use it for comps. It really is. Like that's like the perfect way to kind of use that tool, I feel like, because it saves so much time.
I'd say just push it live. Screw it.
Test it.
Send
it. No, people get so angry about the AI thing, and I think like I just had this epiphany about like the editor and the writer. And like now, instead of actually being the writer and the editor, you're actually just turning into the editor. So the writer gives you the actual, and it matters because like a writer can be an okay writer, but if you have an amazing editor, the output is fantastic. And then you can have the vice versa. And so it just reminds me a lot of when the music industry, you got synthesis and synthesizers and things of that nature. Everybody's, it's going to destroy this art of writing, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not. It's just a new way to create art. So I don't know. I think there's just been a lot of weird hate on it, which I haven't understood yet. Because this is amazing. This is super cool.
Yeah, there's positives and there's negatives, and it's hard to mush those together and come up with like AI is the best or AI is the worst. It's neither of those. There's a lot of in between there.
It's like used appropriately for the right thing. It's great. You know what I mean?
All right, into the last Adtopsy challenge. Hopefully we can save Barry's beard here. Rachel, do you want to let us know some context about this brand?
Yes, this is a period tracker. So women would use this to
I got this. All right, cool. Easy.
Easy. Log their periods or track fertility information or use it to help get pregnant or not get pregnant.
I get it. I know. I don't need any more info.
Barry knows. He doesn't need any more insight. But the chat wanted to know. We're looking at cost per download here, and we're also looking at how much they spend and scaled, kind of similar to Barry's perspective. There's a clear winner here and a clear loser.
Yep.
I don't know if I can do this one. Jess and Rachel, you can't. I can't either.
No, I'm
you
not.
can't do this.
No, I'm bowing out.
Dara and Rabah and Barra can.
Yeah.
The back half of these are the same, right? Right, Rachel?
Back half is the same. You could skip if you wanted to. It's I don't know how.
I'll just play the first one entirely, and then. Okay, here we go.
The Bellabee Period Diary app is the best tracking app I've ever used. You can use it to better understand your fertile and non-fertile windows. You can use it to get good insights about what's happening in your body. You can track your cycle so that you know when it's coming.
Everything you've ever wanted to know about your own body, the app will tell you about it. It's made by women, for women, and it really shows when you're using the app.
Hi, my name is Urška and I'm the co-founder of Bellabee. We wanted to take a holistic approach to tracking the health of women, and we wanted to become a companion that is able to support women throughout different stages of their lives.
Totally life-changing. An app for grown-ass women.
I'm trying to be more intentional about really tailoring my daily activity around how my body is actually feeling.
So we make obnoxiously long ads here at Fireteam.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the second version, and it's really just the hook. So I'll play this.
Everything you've ever wanted to know about your own body.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Do you want me to play the hooks again? Because that's the only difference.
I'm ready.
Very nice. Period diaries, right up his alley.
Yep.
Dude, I stayed into that the whole time though. Kudos. That was great.
Yeah.
There was really nice pacing to that.
Yeah.
Okay, I got mine.
All right, chat.
Hold
Get
on.
your votes in.
Is that the end of the first hook? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, well, then it goes into.
Oh, there's one more, but there's no positive affirmation. Oh, there is.
Yeah,
Hold
there
on.
is.
But it says positive, not pregnant. Oh, but it's got it. Okay.
Do a few of these tests, Rabah, and you'll get that lingo.
Just go pee, find a stick and pee on it and see what it says.
Finding that stick was an event for us from the production standpoint.
It was an event. It was an event.
Wait, the pregnant? I want to talk about that after. Yeah. I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that from a production standpoint.
Yeah.
Okay, so can I ask a lifeline question? So if you are trying to get preggers, when you see positive, you would know what that would mean.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'd like to use I didn't know we had lifelines. I'd like to use a lifeline. Can I do a 50-50? Take away the one that isn't right, please. Thank you.
Oh, I feel like Dara should get a lifeline then.
If
both of us took
Dara
lifelines,
can
we
phone
have
a
to
friend.
keep the parity here.
She's quick.
I don't need a lifeline. I'm good.
Ooh, you see the flex?
You got
it's
it.
like when they use the call to call their parents or something. Like, I'm about to win $1 million.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
go,
awesome.
D.
That was so good.
Braggadocious. I love it.
I think the chat is pretty set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like it.
Is this a unanimous? I mean,
but to your point, Rabah, this one says positive and this one says pregnant.
That was what I was trying to say. That was the one differentiator for me. But if people, like, I'm not in that space yet, so if people understand that lingo. Well, what? I mean, for real. Anyways,
You'll get there.
I wanted to make sure that, if it's on the nose, but if you're in that space, you know what it means. So that discrepancy would not degrade that ad, which was my first thesis.
Okay. So Dara, Rabah, and Barry vote on 3. Ready?
Mm-hmm. Wait, what's number
One
3?
finger for
What's ad 3? I'm not voting for 3.
One finger for ad 1, 2 fingers for ad 2. 3, 2, 1, go.
Pregnant.
1, 1, 1. So Dara, since you were the quickest to out the gate with your answer, why do you think it was the first one?
I think that, it's going back to this idea of emotional experience. Like, I actually didn't love the tried honey and stuff, but I think the emotions of around a positive or negative pregnancy test are just it's so heavy that you don't have that same heaviness with pre-seed, with gummies, with things that failed. Like, when you take a pregnancy test, everything is quite literally, a positive or a failure, and that is. That's something where I was like, oh, I want to watch all these. And even if I take a step back from ad number 2, I'm like, yeah, I don't really like it could be anything. Like, what's pre-seed?
Right.
Who the hell knows?
Right.
Gummies, it looks like biotin gummies. What's the other one? I don't even remember because it's just not as impactful. So that's my POV on that. Am I right? I got to be right.
Yeah, I want to echo everything you just said. I mean, I don't know what is more visually clear and relevant and attractive, and it's pretty indiscernible, very discernible, right? Unambiguous what a pregnancy test is, so that people immediately know what this is about, which is a high drama visual object, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
It is a loaded object alone. So I literally, when we watched 1, I just wanted to say oh, is this one? But I didn't know what 2 would be. I agree with Dara. The tried honey and cinnamon really caught me off guard and threw me off. But seeing a bunch of negative pregnancy tests is there's a lot of loaded feeling and emotion, and more than emotion, curiosity, excitement. This is why every TV series has weddings and pregnancies as huge plot points. It's always a thing. It's because of this.
I love the hook test that you did here, though. I would also swap out the pregnancy test and get one of the clear blue ones that say really clear pregnant, not pregnant as something to test.
Yep. Because it's not obvious.
Yeah, I will say those aren't as obvious, so that's just another thing that's a possibility here. But let's give us the results. What's the result?
Results? No. Ooh. Number 1 was a clear winner. Clear winner, both cost per download, and then click-through rate was better. 8 times and let me actually sort of let them run. Yeah, and I think we even talked about this sort of internally. So the first ad we made, and it was the initial ad, and it went super well. We made the second one kind of as a response to the first one. We thought, okay, people are really responding with this idea of these negative attempts versus a positive attempt. But what we found when we made the second one is it's the pregnancy test, and it's everything you guys said. It's emotional trigger, very clear, there's clarity. These things down here, these fertility ones are you don't really know what those are. It's not easy to really tell. So I think for all of the reasons, number 1 is that winner.
Can I toss in another nuance there? Because I totally agree with everything you guys are saying, but I think one of the big things that really stands out to me is that the things in ad 1 take a lot more intrinsic motivation and actual effort. You have to do a thing, and you failed, and you did that thing, versus in ad 2, you just consume an external, which is candidly not that hard. It's the damn pills didn't work, versus I tried to do this thing. I tried to meditate. I tried this, and it all failed, and I put all the effort into it. I'm not trying to look for a silver bullet. I'm trying to do this, but I just can't. Please, somebody help me, versus these other things of silver pill, take it, oh, it didn't work again, or blah, blah, blah. So I think for me, the only reason I didn't do the number 1 instantly was because of that ignorance of semantics. But I think for me, that's why it's so powerful, and that's why I actually like the honey and cinnamon. Because if you're trying that, you're probably at the cusp of all right, dude, I'm drinking ram's piss or something like that. You're trying everything to get the thing done.
Yeah.
So that's why I feel like it's so impactful, because I tried these things and it didn't work. Oh my gosh. Oh, somebody did this. So there's kind of a little bit of the Betty Crocker thing where you guys know the story about the housewives were making pancakes, yada, 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 but they didn't feel like they were like actually doing well. They weren't doing anything. So all they did was you basically just crack an egg instead of having this instant thing that you just make. And that addition to the egg made it theirs, and then it just sold like crazy. So that's the vibe that I get from that, where it's like when you going back to what Dara was talking about, of that emotional connection of like, I've done these things really deeply and really sincerely trying, and I just can't do it, versus like anybody can go buy those things and kind of somewhat try it. But anyways, that was just my little.
Yeah, Rabah, what you're saying is totally accurate. Nikki, who kind of developed what those things would be on our team, she recently experienced going through pregnancy, and so like had the insight to know, the honey and cinnamon. If you know, you know, and so to use those specific things rather than us just kind of guessing as people who aren't trying to get pregnant. I think it's about knowing your audience and having those insights.
The positive
and
versus
those
pregnant,
ads.
candidly as well. It's a great, like, I'm outside of that circle right now, and so pregnant means pregnant to me. Whereas in this context, positive is like, you're pregnant, you did it, like you got the thing you wanted. So yeah, both ads were really well done, like I said, but that was. The deeper the emotional connection, the easier it is to, I think, really get people to do the thing you want.
Well done, guests, and well done, chat, who got that one mostly right. That actually concludes this episode of Adtopsy. What an amazing triple header. I'm surprised we got through it on time, but we did. Thank you, everyone, for joining. I hope everyone has cleared their viewer debt, if we recall what that is. There's only a couple steps in order to do that. You can also like and subscribe. Dara, do you have anything to say?
Thanks for joining.
You are very welcome. Always a pleasure having you, Dara. Always a pleasure having Rabah back for a second time.
Second. Is anybody over 2 yet?
This is my third as well.
Of course you would have to beat me. By the way, are you smashing wine right now?
No, it was cold brew.
Okay, right? Isn't that a wine glass?
Yeah, it did look like one.
What's your glass look like? Anywho.
Fun fact, we've had coffee ads rejected because they were in wine glasses.
That is too funny.
We've also had them approved.
Yes.
So.
Well, yeah, we eventually, yes.
You're just flexing on everybody, aren't you? Unbelievable, this one. Thank you for having me, Jess. It's always a pleasure. This show is just I'm blown away by the production value of this. Dude, you are really doing something special. It's incredible.
It's been an iterative process for sure. It's taken a while to get here, but I appreciate that. Yep. So that concludes the show. Before I let you go, Rabah and Dara, we just have to do the recap. And the recap is where we move into another scene, and I'm going to be like, welcome back to Adtopsy. It's such a great show. And then I'm going to kick it over to someone else who's just going to be like, we looked at this ad, and we looked at AI, and it was so fun. And then we kick it over to, we kick it over to Rabah, and then Rabah's like, it was so great to be here. And then we take that and we put that in front of the upload for the official upload.
This might be my favorite part of the whole show.
So, Barry, you went last time, right?
Crushed it.
Dara, have you been taking notes?
I am taking notes, yeah.
This is the part where Barry gets really sweaty.
Yeah, this is like my favorite part of the show because Barry like panic sweats and then the
yes, I did. But then now I take notes so I know what to say if I have to, but I don't have to.
Like the test after the...
We did the ISSA. We did
TPJ.
Perfect Gene.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like a little bit of AI, and then the pregnancy one. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Dara, I think you've been on 4 times. I think this is your 4th episode.
Oh, yeah, maybe. I'm like
isn't this Rabah's 3rd? Am I crazy?
I think you're crazy. It's only my second.
Okay.
Okay.
And
here we go. Welcome back to Adtopsy, everyone. We have an amazing show. This is the All-Star. This is the Home Run Derby. We have 4-time guest Dara Denny. We have making his second appearance, Rabah Rahil. This was like an unbelievable episode. 3 Adtopsy challenges. Dara, why don't you tell people what they're going to watch and see here?
Well, we're going to be going over 3 ads today, one from a direct-to-consumer e-commerce brand, one's a lead generation ad, and then another for an app-based brand. We're going to look at 2 ads from each of these brands and determine, which one's the winner. So be sure to take a look with us and write in the comments which one you think it is. We'll still be reviewing these over the next few days. And, is Barry going to win or lose this round? It's a real toss-up. So let's.
Is he going to shave his beard? We don't know. It's very close. Razor thin. Rabah, did you have a fun time today or what?
I mean, I couldn't have spent my Friday any better. A bunch of beautiful, smart, wonderful humans putting good out in the world. You're learning how to leverage AI, just explaining all the awesomeness and just the deep, thoughtful comments. And I'm telling you, this is going to get picked up by Netflix or something. The production value here is just through the roof. So just kudos to you and your team for really putting on a show for people. It's not even a podcast episode. It's an experience. So smoke it if you got it, drink something, and enjoy the show.
It's the best hang on the internet. That's how I like to say it. But yeah, thank you. Appreciate that. All right. Now I'm cutting the broadcast and out.
No, wait. Can I do one? I want to do one.
Oh, Barry.
All right, no, I won't do it. Fine.
Okay, let him do it.
I had a funny joke.
Okay,
well, I don't know.
right.
Actually, now you're not going to think it's
ruined.
funny.
Now it's not funny.
You're not going to think it's funny, I guess. I mean, well, the awkward thing is if I do this, then you have to choose one to use. So you're going to have to choose between me.
I think you should do it. You seem really confident, so I think you should go for it.
Do it. I'm ready.
You already put the brakes on the energy, so let's hear it.
Oh my God.
All right, sweet. Hold on. All right. On this week's episode, we have a triple header Adtopsy challenge. We have ISSA. Who knows what that is? TPJ, that's the perfect gene. And all of us take a pregnancy test. And then after that, and somewhere mixed in there, we also have an AI storyboarding thing that we do. So tune in, stick around, see how much of a loser I am on this week's Adtopsy Live.
Not bad.
Okay.
Not bad. 7.5.
Thank
8
you, Barry.
maybe. You were flying at the pregnancy test,
Yeah.
and then you lost it. But
Yeah.
it's still strong.
I'll just give me like 5 more takes. I'll get it right.
Yeah, still strong.
You'll do better next
All
time.
right. I will see you guys in the green room.
Okay.
Cutting the stream. Thank you guys for coming.
Thanks, everyone.